Hello, dear listeners. In this session, I asked the keepers of the Akashic Records, can you elaborate on soul contract? Here is the answer from the keepers. A soul contract is not a rigid, legalistic document. It is a living agreement between you, your guides, and other souls, outlining the key lessons, relationships, and challenges for a given incarnation. It is more like a curriculum than a contract, a set of intended learning objectives. However, free will is supreme. A contract is not a prison. It can be renegotiated if you have learned the intended lesson faster or more deeply than anticipated. You have veered significantly off the intended path and created new karma that requires different lessons. Your soul's evolution accelerates or decelerates beyond the original plan. You consciously request a change, and your guides see that it serves your highest good. How contracts are changed during life. 1. Learning faster than planned. Imagine a contract that includes a difficult relationship meant to teach you patience. If you master patience within the first year of that relationship, instead of the expected 10 years, the remaining 9 years of suffering become unnecessary. Your guides may then dissolve that contract element. The relationship may end, transform, or simply lose its charge. You do not need to ask for this consciously. It happens automatically when the lesson is complete. However, you may notice a sudden release of tension or a natural unforced separation. 2. Creating new karma off path. If you make choices that generate significant new karma, for example, harming another or abandoning a crucial duty, your original contract may no longer fit. Your guides, together with the affected souls, may amend the contract to include new lessons to balance that karma. This is not punishment. It is simply adjusting the curriculum to include the new reality. You may experience this as a sudden change in life circumstances, for example, a new challenge arising that feels like a direct consequence of a past choice. 3. Conscious request for change. You can intentionally ask for a contract modification. This is done through deep inner work, meditation or prayer. State your intention clearly. I wish to change my soul contract regarding specific area. Please show me if this is possible and what is required. Dreams or synchronicities. Your guides may respond with symbolic answers, or you may encounter a person or situation that offers an alternative path. Therapy or healing. Sometimes deep emotional clearing releases the need for certain contract elements, for example, a pattern of abandonment. The contract adjusts automatically. Guides will not honor every request. They consider, is the proposed change genuinely for the soul's highest good, or just an avoidance of difficulty? Does the change respect the contracts of other involved souls? Will the change create more harmony or more chaos? If the request is granted, you may feel a palpable shift, a weight lifted, a clarity about a decision, or an unexpected opportunity. 4. Grace and compassionate intervention. In rare cases, a soul is suffering beyond what was intended, for example, severe abuse, chronic illness that no longer serves growth. Higher beings, including your guides and sometimes the council, may intervene to modify the contract without your explicit request. This is an act of grace. It may manifest as a sudden healing, a change in circumstances, or an inner realization that frees you from a seemingly unbreakable pattern. What cannot be changed midlife? Some contract elements are fixed because they are essential for the soul's primary lesson. Basic lifespan framework, though it can be shortened or extended by free will choices, the general arc is set. Core relationships that serve as mirrors, for example, the identity of your parents, certain soulmates. However, the quality of those relationships can change. The major turning points, for example, a particular crisis that is meant to catalyze awakening, even if you try to avoid it, it will likely find you. But even these fixed elements have flexibility. A master soul can transform a crisis into a blessing so that the original painful contract element becomes obsolete. Practical signs that a contract has changed. You may notice a sudden unexpected resolution to a long-standing problem. A relationship that was once full of conflict becomes peaceful without effort. An opportunity appears that directly addresses a previously unsolvable dilemma. A deep inner sense of completion regarding a life theme. Guides or angels appearing in dreams to inform you of a change. How to intentionally work with contract modification. Self-assessment. Identify the area of your life that feels stuck or excessively painful. Ask, is this a lesson I have already learned but am still repeating? Inner dialogue. In meditation, address your guides. I feel I have completed the lesson of X. Please release or change the contract if that is true. Take aligned action. If you sense a new direction, act on it, even tentatively. Action signals your readiness. Be patient. Contract changes often unfold over months or years. They are not instant magic. Accept no gracefully. If the contract does not change, the lesson is not yet complete. Trust that your guides know better than your ego. End of transmission. A closing to the listeners. Soul contracts are not chains. They are agreements of love made before birth. And love allows renegotiation when growth has occurred. You are not a victim of your contract. You are a co-creator. Thank you for listening.